Korea's foreign exchange market is bracing for a multi-billion-dollar boost as SKhainicks prepares to bring home the proceeds from its blockbuster Nasdaq debut last Friday. Our Ju-yeon explains.
Following its Nasdaq debut, SKhainicks is expected to bring a major inflow of capital into Korea's foreign exchange market. The chipmaker raised $26.5 billion through American Depositary Receipts last week, with the proceeds scheduled to be deposited on Tuesday. SKhainicks plans to use most of the funds for domestic investment. This means the dollar-denominated proceeds will eventually need to be converted into Korean won, potentially adding a significant supply of US dollars to the local foreign exchange market.
If this ADR listing generates a dollar supply worth around 40 trillion Korean won, or 26.5 billion US dollars, it could serve as a key catalyst in bringing the $1 exchange rate into the 1,401 range.
At the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, around 20 billion US dollars were supplied to the domestic market under a currency swap agreement between the Bank of Korea and the US Federal Reserve. By comparison, SKhainicks ADR offering could bring an even larger amount into the market, with proceeds totaling 26.5 billion US dollars. However, experts warn that converting such a large amount all at once could increase volatility in the foreign exchange market. The proceeds are therefore expected to be converted gradually based on capital efficiency.
In the long run, however, the exchange rate is driven more by the won's underlying fundamentals than by short-term supply and demand factors. We may therefore see the won strengthen in the short term, but the longer-term impact is likely to be limited.
Meanwhile, leverage and inverse exchange-traded funds tied to SKhainicks ADR are set to launch on consecutive days early this week, just 3 days after the chipmaker's successful Nasdaq debut. With the $1 exchange rate hovering around 1,500 won, analysts say it is too early to determine whether the dollar inflow will help stabilize the market over the long term. Ju-yeon, Arirang News.